Jesus saw their faith. Then he had something to respond to. He worked with a Canaanite woman until she was in faith. Yeah. You remember that story? How that she's yelling and screaming after Jesus, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. I have a daughter back home, oppressed of an evil spirit. Jesus. And she didn't just say that once, but she did this to a point that his disciples were tired of it and said, you know what, Jesus, if you're not going to get rid of her, if you're not going to pray for her, please get rid of her. You know, she's yelling and screaming. Have you heard her shrill voice? She's really annoying. Get rid of the woman if you're not going to do anything for her. Jesus didn't do anything. He just keeps walking. Love in action, just kept walking, ignoring the woman. Ooh, that sounds pretty mean. This is God in action, love in action. So why didn't he respond to her? Well, she needed to change. Amen. She needed to change in order to give Jesus something that he could respond to. Amen. Now, it could have been because she's a Syrophoenician, a Canaanite woman. You know, she's yelling and screaming out. It may have very well been she heard something. You know, last week, Jesus was at Jericho. There's a guy on the side of the road by the name of Bartimaeus. He was blind like a bat. And he started yelling and screaming after Jesus, Son of David, have mercy. And he yelled at us at the top of his lungs, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And you know what Jesus did? He stopped the crowd. He got him to come to him. He asked him, what do you want me to do? He said, Lord, I want to receive my sight. And the guy got healed. So she may have heard something like that, and now she's doing the same thing. Sounds good, looks good on the outside, but it's not what Jesus was looking for. Because you know what? You know what she was doing? She's taken somebody else's words from a Jewish man and made it her own words. She had no right to call him Son of David. That is a term reserved for the nation of Israel. She thought, if I just say that long enough or loud enough, you know, or hard enough, then maybe Jesus will pay attention. Jesus just keeps walking. Finally, she changed. She changed. She went on her knees. She humbled herself and just said something from her heart. She said, Lord, help me. Help me. So the story begins to change because now Jesus does respond to her. But, you know, you would think that it got better for her, but it did not get better for her because Jesus said, well, it's not right for me to take the children's bread. See, healing and deliverance is the bread that's on the table for the family, for the nation of Israel, for us, his kids, but not for an outsider. He said, it's not right that I take the children's bread and give it to dogs. Just call the woman a dog. It's not very nice. It's not just a name calling, it's even worse. It's a racial slur. Because you see, if you were not an Israeli, back in those days, and probably today as well, if you're not an Israeli on the outside, you're called a dog. So it's one thing for people to talk about you as a dog, but he said it straight to her face. Great opportunity for her to become offended and say, you know what, Jesus, I'm done with you, your little healing group. I'm going to go somewhere else where they show me some love. You know, not only that, you know, you've treated me like I don't exist. Your associate team of 12, they want to get rid of me. I'm not part of your vision or your mission. And now you call me a dog. I'll see you in court. And she may have won the case, but you're not going to win with God that way. Amen. She did not get offended. You know why? Because the desire in her to see her daughter made whole was greater than any reason to become offended. She said, okay, Lord, call me a dog. I don't care what you call me. But if I'm a dog, I understand I'm not able to sit at the table. That's for the kids. I understand that. But as a dog, I can crawl underneath the table and get a crumb. And all I need from you, Jesus, is just a little crumb to get my daughter whole. And Jesus said, now the King James says, "O woman, great is thy faith." But I think Jesus went, "Woo, woman, great is your faith. Be it unto you even as you will." And her daughter was made whole that very hour. So it looked like Jesus is not for her, but he is. He is working with her. But she needed to be on the same page as he is, which is what? Faith. Because if you read Mark's account of, Jesus told her, for this saying, go your way. Great is your faith. For this saying, go your way, your daughter has been made whole. I don't know about you. That's the kind of people that I want to follow.